Hey, Jim. Jim. Yeah. Give me a thumbs up when you want me to hit the music.
Okay. What time is it?
2 till.
Is it 10 o'clock?
1 minute.
1 minute. As soon as it hits 10, start that music. Put your phone on silent.
Got it. Good morning and welcome to today's 5th grade graduation celebrating McVeigh Elementary's class of 2028. My name is Jason Fullen and I am the assistant principal of McVeigh. We want to thank and welcome all of our parents, siblings, families, and relatives who may be joining us near and far this morning via our live stream. Although we are not able to celebrate with you in physical presence, we know that you are all here cheering on your students. We thank you for your everlasting support and love of your McVeigh students. Additionally, we'd like to thank all of our McVeigh elementary staff for the role that they have played in nurturing and developing the fifth grade students sitting before us. As well, we extend our gratitude to the Westerville City Schools School Board and Superintendent Dr. John Kellogg for their continued leadership of our school district. Let's give them all a round of applause. We are so excited to be here today to honor our students as they conclude their elementary careers and transition to middle school. While elementary school always has its set and shares of trials, the past 14 months have been especially challenging. But our fifth graders have been true pioneers in navigating new and different ways of schooling, whether remote, blended, or fully in person. Yesterday, our fifth graders calculated that students who have attended McVeigh since kindergarten have spent approximately 1,080 days here at McVeigh. And yes, we did double check the math. That's about 7,020 hours, 421,200 minutes, or 25,272,000 seconds. That's a lot of time to spend in one place. A lot of time to be shaped by one place. The moments, memories, and lessons learned in that time will stay with you for a lifetime, for they have built the foundation of your academic careers that you will begin building upon as you take your next step in your journey. As you prepare to exit these doors, having completed level 5 and unlocking level 6, know that you are ready for what comes next. You have been pioneers once, and you will remain pioneers forever as you continue on to your next life adventure. It is now my pleasure to welcome this morning's special guest speaker, someone who epitomizes what it means to be a pioneer, because she was literally a founding member of the McVeigh Pioneer School. She has been teaching at McVeigh since it opened in 1990, and for the last 9 years has been one of McVeigh's amazing and incredible reading specialists. This year concludes her 36 years of teaching service, but not before she delivers one final speech to our amazing class of fifth graders. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Kim Shaver.
Fifth graders, teachers, parents, family, and friends, thank you for taking the time today to celebrate and acknowledge the accomplishments of our fifth grade McVeigh Pioneers, the class of 2028. Every year at this time, we honor our fifth graders for their journey through elementary school. It is a time for us to look back, but also look ahead, to celebrate your successes and to dream of your future achievements, to recognize your perseverance and prepare for those future challenges. Boys and girls, I would like to start by asking you a question, something I just want you to think about. What does it mean to be uncomfortable? Is it when your socks don't stay up? Your shoes won't stay tied? Is uncomfortable standing 6 feet apart and wearing a mask all day long? Maybe uncomfortable is learning new technology. Oh, maybe that was me. Or joining a Google Meet. Uncomfortable things can be giving a speech and meeting new people. Or maybe something uncomfortable is going to middle school. We are all asked to do uncomfortable things. In fact, I'd like to share a little story as to why I'm here today in front of you making this graduation speech. About a month ago, your principal and mine, Mr. Swain, approached me in the hallway, and he asked, since I was retiring, would I be interested in giving the 5th grade graduation speech? I looked at him without hesitation, and I said, Mr. Swain, you know that I can do anything in front of my students, but to stand up here in front of my peers, the teachers, the parents, that is totally out of my comfort zone. So after we parted ways, I went back to my classroom to prepare for my next reading group. And I started to reflect on my conversation with Mr. Swain. I had responded to him exactly the way I tell my students not to. When they encounter difficulties in my classroom and struggles, I encourage them to try a new strategy, take a risk, challenge themselves to get out of their comfort zone. Giving a speech might be intimidating to me, but at the same time, maybe I'll learn something new about myself and conquer a fear that I've always had. So I went back to him later in the day and I said, Mr. Swain, I thought about your offer and I would be honored to give the 5th grade graduation speech. Now mind you, I'm still nervous and I'm a little uncomfortable, but how can I ask my students to do something that I'm not willing to try? So boys and girls, as Mr. Fullen said, during this pandemic, you have shown you can stretch, you can grow, you can overcome. You have made it through new experiences that no other students have ever done before you. How? How did you do that? Is it because you were equipped? Yes. Your pioneer pride equipped you to accept these challenges and move forward. So I want you to think about the values surrounding you in this room that we have tried to instill in you during your time at McVeigh. These are the characteristics we hope you will embrace as you continue your journey into middle school. I can stand up here and tell you what they are, but I'm going to ask for your help. So first of all, when we think of P, what do we need? That is right. It's always in your mind. Ask yourself each day when you're getting up for middle school, how will I show a positive attitude? How will I stop those negative thoughts that we all have? Am I going to look for the good in the situation? Will I be thankful? Will I choose to smile instead of frown? Will I use positive words when I meet all these wonderful new friends in middle school? But only you can choose to have that positive attitude. It's a choice. What is R? Respect. How will you show respect? Well, first of all, I have to respect myself, before I can respect others. Is it going to be by being a good listener? By being a good student? By being a good friend? By following the rules? Ask yourself, how can I do good by showing respect to others? Integrity. Mr. Fullen called this the secret sauce. How would you show integrity in middle school? Are you going to not follow the rules? Are you going to choose to cheat, to break the rules? Or are you going to follow the expectations? Because I have integrity, I have self-worth, I have value. And just as that pioneer pledge states that you've said so many times over the course of your time at McVeigh, even when no one is watching me, I know I will do the right thing. D, what is D? Determination. We are all going to need determination. Will I stick to it? Will I finish my tasks? Will I set small goals and work to achieve them? With the right mindset, you can meet any challenge and overcome any obstacles. Because I always tell myself this: it's determination and the ability to push through difficult things that will build your character and build your confidence. And finally, E. How will I show effort? Get up. Get up in the morning and make that effort. Don't just sit there saying, oh no, I can't meet new friends, I can't take this challenging math class. Yeah, it's hard, it's uncomfortable, but it always comes back to the effort, the energy I put forth. So you have to ask yourself these questions because you are a pioneer. You made it through the pandemic and you have done these uncomfortable things. First it was remote, then it was blended, back to remote, back to blended again, and finally, here you are, all in. And even as I stand before you today, doing something uncomfortable, knowing I'd rather be in that little reading room over there, teaching my students, sounding out the word P-R-I-D-E, that E is silent, by the way. That's my skill set. That's where I feel confident. But you know what? Just like you'll find out, where you have confidence, you will have growth. Going into uncharted territory, exploring new things. That's what life is. You are going to middle school next year. It's new territory, lots of new experiences, and your parents. They've been around a lot in elementary school, and they still will be, but you are going to have a little more independence. But remember what your teachers have taught you during your time at McVeigh, what you have learned, what's in your heart, and what you value. Embrace these new opportunities. Be bold. Be a pioneer. Now, thinking back, I know you're going to remember great things at McVeigh. Spooky read night, one school, one book, Rocky the Raccoon, McVeigh school songs. You're never going to find a Mr. Fullen and Mr. Swain that'll create songs like they do. Field days, I had so much fun last Friday and this Monday at Pride Day. And just to name a few of the things, the dunk tank. Raise your hand if you got Mr. Fullen or Mr. Swain or Mrs. T. All right. So those are the memories. Those are going to stay with you. But it is time to move ahead. And it is time to do those uncomfortable things. Think about it. You're going to middle school. You can join a new club. You can play sports. You can join orchestra or be in drama club. The list goes on, and it's your time to shine. So in closing, as you move forward to 6th grade, we all want you to know how incredibly proud we are of you. You have proven you are a group of young people that no matter the circumstances, no matter where you are, you have proven that you care about one another and you will support each other through the most difficult of times. You are bright boys and girls, and you have accomplished some really amazing things in your 10 and 11 years here on this earth. Your parents, your teachers, your families, we're here cheering you on. We're celebrating you, and we are looking forward to seeing you and the great things you will do in your future. So go out, be a McVeigh pioneer, be a Westerville student, representing your city, your family, and yourself. So one last time, let's hear it, boys and girls. P-R-I-D-E. P-R-I-D-E. All right, keep repping that pioneer pride.
One more time, let's give a round of applause to Ms. Schauber. Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to invite our teachers up to the stage. Boys and girls, families, we are so appreciative of the work and effort that you put into this school year. We recognize that this was a school year unlike any other. The dedication to embracing hard work, to demonstrating that pioneer pride, to working together in collaboration between our teachers and our families and our students. We've accomplished something this year that is truly monumental. And you, as our fifth grade leaders, you set the standard for which that work was to be done, and we couldn't be more proud of what you've done. Thank you very much. We have a small token of our appreciation that the students would like to share with their teachers now. Teachers, I would be remiss if I didn't take this moment to express to you the deep, profound appreciation that I have for the work that you do every day. The way you go above and beyond without ever considering the sacrifice for our students. You set the standard for McVeigh, and we are so appreciative. Students, please join me in thanking our teachers. Thank you. At this time, I invite Mrs. Verdina to come forward, and we will begin reading the names of our fifth grade graduates.
Hello, everybody. Starting with Mrs. McKinster's class, we have Yao Asari, Aiden Asgari, Adama Bangura, Cassidy Brandt, Jacob Buck, Keegan Foster, Jackson Haley, Sophia Hess, Cody Hunt, Connor Hunt, Brielle Jackson, Riley Lozier, Ben Apoku, Aria Petrie Johnson, Aaron Riggleman, Olivia Webb, Lily Wazinski, and Lily Zappin. Let's give this class a round of applause. Starting with Miss Simmons' 5th grade class, we have Riley Ayers, Raj Bandari, Rohan Chetri, Juliana Biswa, Malia Davis, Seth Diaz, Emerson Dunbar, Kaylin Fowler, Layla Gregory, Braden Harmon, Fraser Hartnell, Luke Long, Sammy Kapustin, Josh Kuhlman, Emma Marty, Serenity McCoy, Michael New, Jaron Simon Green, Amaria Smart, Sophia Sousa, Angelina Thomas, Melania Young, and Khadijah Ahmed. Let's give these students a round of applause. Starting with Ms. Fleckenstein's class, we have Radwan Alwi, Christian Aparicio Yanez, Ava Christianer, Elena Diaz. Hamal Dalal. Karina Garcia Ortez. Elijah Grandy. Vince Heider. Delilah Jendreski. Savannah Gilbert. Knox Kukis. Sierran Naples. Sunsal Muhammad. Mason Morris. Carson Olive. Snehal Dangal. And Lucy Parashini. Dayana Ramos. Rama Torre. Patrick Woodham. Garen Zajac. Nishal Timsina. James Norwood. Maddie Martini Fisher. And Gabe Henry. Please let's give these students a round of applause. Starting with Mrs. Bilderbach's class, we have Max Bollinger, Vince Beck, Alina Biswa, Lillian Blanton, Braden Blackledge, Aiden Cummings, Ellie Fett, Riley Harbor, Braylon Cunningham, Riley Jacopin, Ramaya Johnson. Christian Kennedy. Sahid Kanu. Riley Kuhn. Emerson Morrow. Liam Port. Jonathan Rivera. Destin Sharif. Brooklyn Slavin. True Tinsley. Sophia Whiting. And Terrell Hightower. Let's give these students a round of applause. We do have some students today that were not able to be here to celebrate with us, and the following students are Maya Musa, Landon Ryder, Veen Zacco, Tucker Bokuk, Lucas Cook, Aiden Crook, Rian Hashi, Tanasia Lewis, Nathan Melton, and Aiden Waters. So let's give those kids a round of applause. Thank you.
Don't worry, you guys will be wearing these soon enough. You're moving on to middle school now. Thank you so much again to all of our staff, students, and families that came to participate today. Thank you for all that you've done all year. I want to take just a few minutes to bring our ceremony to a close. I want to talk about a couple of things. I listened to our speakers earlier today. One of the things that really sunk into me was when Mr. Fullen mentioned that that was a lot of time to be someplace and a lot of time for someplace to shape you. I hope, and my dream is that we were able to be a small part of that process to help shape you into the young men and women that we see in each of you. We see so much potential, and we hope that we did everything in our power to give you the confidence to be proud of who you are and to be strong in the understanding that you do have these characteristics of pride, and that's what makes you great. I also heard a really good comment come out of Mrs. Shaver that I thought about a lot, about that uncomfortableness, that discomfort. And I thought maybe we should change our theme from embrace hard work to embrace discomfort. I've noticed that a lot of our kids grew more this year than they did in past years, and I wondered why that could possibly be, considering all the transitions that we made between being in school and out of school. And what I truly believe it is that discomfort that you felt drove you and inspired you to work hard to get comfortable. They say that change doesn't occur until we get uncomfortable. And I can assure you that all of us teachers, and I'm sure all of you students, have gotten uncomfortable this year, and your growth shows that. The other thing I want to talk about just briefly is I read an article this week about Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson, for those of you that don't know, is my age. He's a 50-year-old man, and he just won a major championship, the PGA Championship. He's the oldest person to have ever won a major championship, and they asked him in an interview how he was able to accomplish that. And his answer, along with a lot of other things, boiled down to one thing: I worked harder than they did. I embraced hard work. Boys and girls, that message, that mantra, that cry that we have ingrained into you will carry you towards successes for the rest of your life. As you face discomfort, as you face the challenges that you are sure to face in this life, embrace that hard work. It will make you great. It will inspire you and others to even better things. So I hope that you continue to live your life in the pioneer way, and that you embrace that hard work and you show that pioneer pride. Now, I invite you to stand with me. As you sat down when you came in here today, you sat down as 5th grade elementary students. You stand here today as 6th grade middle school students. Congratulations, 5th graders, to the class of 2028. Look to your left, look to your right. This is your family. You are going to go out into middle schools where you will meet others, but you have formed a family, a bond with the other pioneers that you traveled this journey with, and they will be with you for the rest of your career and the rest of your life. Lean on them as things get tough. Turn to them whenever you get discomforted? As you get uncomfortable. You have each other. You're not alone. We are all pioneers today and forever. Congratulations, class of 2028. At this time, please pay attention to your teachers' directions as they will dismiss you, and we look forward to seeing you here in a little bit for the clap out as well. Thank you, boys and girls.
Turned out great.
I'm really impressed. This is the model for the rest of them.
Sure. I can't believe the live streaming thing worked so seamlessly.
Yeah.
Hey, Saheed.